Hello guys, this is Fisher Penguins here, and today I'll be doing a review of the LEGO Star Wars 80AP. This set is number 75043, retails for £60, comes with 717 pieces, and is ages 8 to 14. So straight off, I'm going to say this is a really cool set. It is a bit bigger than I was expecting it to be. It's just this thing, it doesn't seem big, but actually when you think about it, it is massive and it's really bulky. So yeah, let's start with the minifigures as I always do. And you do get Tarful. He does come with this like classic rifle, which the Neomodian warrior also came with. Here he is. He's very similar to Chewbacca in design, and yeah, he's just pretty much more detailed than Chewbacca, because he is obviously higher up in the kind of the Wookiee army. And underneath, oh, it's pretty stuck on there, so you can't see. But this is actually a piece that goes on top of like a chest piece, but that chest piece has no printing on it, obviously. But yeah, Tarful, pretty much the figure, or one of the two figures you're gonna get the set for. The other one is a really cool figure. It is Commander Gree. Yep, sorry, Clone Commander Gree, as it says in the box. Yeah, this guy is just so cool. Quickly take this off. He just gets regular blaster, and he gets a pair of binoculars. Take those off so you can see the printing better. And in Lego, you can see how advanced Lego got with the printing, because this guy is just really cool. Really insanely detailed, and his helmet as well, just really cool. And he of course just has a regular clone face. You know, this was the guy that tried to kill Yoda, but ultimately failed and got his head cut off. First of all, you've seen this guy before, but he's still cool to get. You get a Battle Droid Commander. He's a commander because he has a little bit of yellow on the back of his head, and he has a tiny little dot on his chest. Yeah, I kind of wish they kind of put more yellow on the chest, but yeah, still cool, still nice instead of getting two regular battle droids. And of course, you get just a regular battle droid. Nothing special about him, we've seen him many times before. And you do get another boring old super battle droid. Yeah, really, this set again, in this wave there are some sets which you get for the figures, some sets where you get for the actual set itself. And this one is one of them where it's kind of more aimed towards the set really than the figures. Even though you do get a couple of really cool figures, I mean, really you're going to get this set for this massive tank. It is huge. Yeah, I'm just going to give you a little kind of 360 view first before I do get onto it, because it's that big. And I might even have to move it back a bit here. This thing is just humongous. Yeah, anyway, I don't even know where to start, to be honest. Oh, there we go. I might as well start from the top and make my way down. So up here, oh, yeah, this thing is a bit, the sides, because they're just clipped on, they're not really too sturdy, but they don't fall out, they just wobble around a bit sometimes. Here's the top, there's of course a new spring-loaded missile, easy to flick. Here are two big guns here, and as you see, there's a little chair there where you can sit Commander Gree on top, as the box suggests, or the front of the box anyway. You can just sit right on there, if I can get his legs right. There we go. He's now right on there. And on the back, there's no real way to hold this, there are many different ways, but yeah, there's a little clip on the back, goes into there, you simply pull it out, and now this can rotate, which is really cool. And then when you don't want it to rotate, you just clip it back in, and it doesn't move. And just spin it around, so you can see that if you just hold this, oh, yep, I kind of just broke it slightly. Yeah, just warning guys, this thing is extremely heavy, so please be careful. Yeah, I think I'll just leave Commander Gree down there now. This thing just lifts up don't lift it too far back, otherwise it will fall down. And there is a little kind of command center in there, which you can put a Wookiee in, or the Tarfful. And as you can see there's a little kind of sticker which shows it targeting a droid gunship, which I do have. And yeah, the thing is kind of hard to stand up when it's like this. You can put a Tarfful in the 80 AP and sit him down, and there he is sitting in there, and just close it back up, and now it's sturdy again. And yeah, on the side here you do have these little flaps which do open to reveal the inside. They're on either side, which are pretty cool. And nothing really much else to the top of the thing. It's got lots of features to it, but again, it's kind of more of a looking thing. As you see on the back here, there is a little, there's a little black thing there. If you lift that up like that, then you can bring down the third leg like that, which isn't necessary for it standing up. Also, it helps if you want to tip, where I showed you this feature which tips it back. It helps it stand up. And really, it's kind of more for decoration, like if you're using a stop motion or something. Really, in real life, this functions kind of as a support when it's firing. It kind of like pew pew. It kind of helps it to stand up. But yeah, as just shows, the third leg does come out. And if you want to put it back, you simply just fold it up and then bring the black clip down, and it holds it in place. And also, yep, this thing kind of does slip out a lot if you move it around like I am, but if it's stationary it will never fall out. On the bottom here there is a little kind of gun which is supposed to target people on the ground. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It can fold up and down and side to side. So you can kind of, if there's like a battle droid there, you can kind of, if you, obviously you can't reach it from the top, so you just be like, pew pew, yeah. That's kind of how that works. And yeah, that's pretty much the set. Now I'm going to go on to the extras. So guys, you do get 2 manuals for this. The first manual does have the Screaming Kid on it, and it does contains a little sheet which shows all the other sets as well. Pretty cool. And it has 53 pages of building. And the second manual, quickly have a look, does have, oh, this one has the sheet of the minifigures on there. It's pretty cool. And this has 43 pages of building. So yeah, you do the maths, and it's about 96 pages overall. It's quite a long build. It took me 2 or 3 hours to build. And as you would expect, you get a butt ton of spare pieces, including this brick separator, which you do get in most of the big sets now. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I do already have one, but it's always nice to have spares in case you lose one. You get a spare kind of Tarfful blaster or rifle. You get one of these things, don't really know what to call it. You get a flat dark grey stud, get a black stud. The spare pieces might take a while. You get kind of the driving droid arm and the blaster arm. You get a light grey slanty piece. Get a spare missile, spare light blue see-through flat stud, spare one of these things, don't really know what to call it. You get a spare 1x2 light grey piece, spare light grey 1x1 piece, a dark grey flat 1x1 piece, dark grey stud, a light grey connector pin and one of these light grey Technic pieces. So now you get 2 of these. You get 2 light grey studs. You get 4 black connector pins and 6 of these light blue connector pins. So yep, they're pretty cool. Of course, because it's the large set, you get just tons and tons of spare pieces, which is always nice to get. Because yeah, you do need a lot of connector pins to kind of build the legs, and the even the third leg, the 2 main legs, it requires lots of connector pins. And anyway, in general, this set does have a lot of connector pins, so that's why they do give you a load of them spare. Here is the box. It's absolutely huge. It's pretty much as thick as the Jedi Interceptor, but it's really, really long. I mean, this thing's hugely long, ridiculous. And of course, it's Lego Star Wars Darth Vader logo, ages 8 to 14, 75043. The spring-loaded shooter, obviously. You got Commander Green, the control room, little battle scene on the front, all the figures. Again, all the figures on. Oh, excuse me, on the top. On the back, they'll show you that all the cannons kind of swivel. It's got the third leg, the control room, and the hatch, the spring-loaded missile, and that's pretty much it. It's just a little battle scene on the top there as well, and you get a little designer's view. But yeah, this box is just absolutely huge, which pretty much kind of makes sense because it's a huge set. Anyway, now on to my pros and cons. For the pros and cons, guys, I'm actually going to not point the camera at me because I realised that for some reason it focuses like every 1 second, so that noise is constantly going on. So I thought I'd do the pros and cons just pointing at the box. First of all, one of my pros is the price of this. £60 for 717 pieces. Absolutely brilliant price. Just yeah, the size of it as well. It is absolutely massive. It's not too big. It really does kind of capture the 80 AP perfectly. Right there. Another pro is the Republic figures. Obviously Commander Gree and Tarful, if I can find him. I seem to have lost Tarful, but oh yeah, he's in there, silly. He's in there. And yeah, they're pretty cool. The cannons, I mean, are just really badass. This one down here and these ones, absolutely massive and just really cool. Plus the spring-loaded missile. It's just pretty much a fully loaded tank machine. And also the playability. There's tons and tons of play features. Really for younger kids, this is really going to keep them entertained. However, the cons, these legs, they're actually stiff. Like unlike some walkers, you can kind of like move them, but they're pretty much stiff. They do not move. Plus the leg on the bottom, if you kind of be rough with it, it does kind of pop out a lot, which is slightly annoying. Also, they're not very fun to build and put together. Lots of Technic pins and pieces. And yeah, it's not the funnest of builds for the legs. Another one is the droids are slightly bland. Apart from the Commander, which is really cool. I mean, if they just thrown in the normal battle droid and the normal super battle droid, I think that is a bit boring. Maybe include like a really cool new droid, or just replace a super battle droid with Yoda. I mean, that would be pretty cool, because obviously Commander Gree and Yoda would be cool to get together. And the last one, which is kind of a bit of, again, a bit nitpicking, but these bits here are a bit wobbly. Doesn't really affect the playability of the set, but kind of gets annoying when they're just really wobbly. And they do open a bit as well, but it just looks really stupid. Yeah, these just the sides are a bit wobbly, and again, that's not really too much of a problem, but I'll just include it as a con, to be honest. Anyway, thanks for watching this review. Please say if you prefer the pros and cons like this instead of the camera focusing every 2 milliseconds. And yeah, like, subscribe, and goodbye.